Welcome to Jedi and Sith Talk. Today I wanted to go over, talk about Star Wars Jedi Survivor and talk about some additional theories that are going out there on the internet regarding the individual that is in the tank. Who could it be? Is it a Sith? Is it a Jedi? Is he from the High Republic, from the Old Republic? Well, I want to talk about what my top three theories are regarding this individual and kind of what we should be expecting from the gameplay trailer tomorrow on the Game Awards. So starting off, the individual in the tank. Top theory I've seen is the clone from Cal Kestis or Star Killer, but brought into canonization. My theories are slightly a little different based off of the other mediums from like Hidden Empire and just overall different types of mediums that are going on currently in the canon. So my number one theory, I wanted to get it out of the way. This is possibly a dark side user from the High Republic. The reason why I'm thinking it is a dark side user from the High Republic is solely based on the fact that right now Star Wars is wanting to integrate the High Republic into books, comics, just pretty much almost every medium. We have the new game coming out as well on the High Republic, Star Wars Eclipse. It all kind of ties back in on making the High Republic the new thing. So my theory is that this is one of the Sith from the High Republic era that is in stasis. And the reason kind of double back on to the comics right now, Kira is looking for an ancient Sith that is frozen in stasis that the Emperor and Vader do not want her to resurrect. So right now, overall, that's my main theory is that he's going to end up being a dark side user from the High Republic era. Could be from the Old Republic, but since their Star Wars is pushing so hard this High Republic initiative, I'm leaning more towards it being a dark side user from that era. Now, my second theory regarding who this individual might be, it might be a clone. The first try at Anakin himself, the Emperor himself. And we have seen that in the past with Star Wars, The Force Unleashed being a clone, Star Killer, and so forth. So this isn't brand new territory for Star Wars to bring in clones itself, but this would be something new in far as the Star Wars video. It could also be a Jedi, a fallen Jedi from the Clone Wars being brought in. There's plenty of Jedis out there. We have seen examples of Jedis turning into the dark side, especially in that Vader comics where Vader and the Inquisitors are hunting down Jedi's. And we do see some of them fall from the light to the dark side, as well as in the Clone Wars, the TV show itself. So that is a high possibility of who that character could be. I'm not thinking it's going to be a Cal Kestis clone because it doesn't make sense. He's not the most powerful Force user out there. If anything, he would want to clone someone like Obi-Wan Kenobi or Ahsoka. So I'm not thinking it's going to be a clone from a character that we know. It would have to be a brand new clone from maybe a dark side from the High Republic or the Old Republic. I do want to talk about also the combat. So recently it's been talked about how they are going to upgrade the combat for the new Jedi Fallen or new Jedi Survivor. I'm thinking that the combat is going to be very, very similar to Bloodborne, especially now that Cal has that blaster on him. So it's not going to change the combat drastically. Well, I guess it is. If any of y'all played a Dark Souls game or Bloodborne, you can kind of tell how vastly different but similar the combat is within those two games itself. So that's essentially what I'm thinking the combat's going to look like. We'll know more tomorrow at the Game Awards once they show that gameplay trailer, but I'm 99% positive it's going to be something similar to that. Of course, obviously a lot easier as well to that. I also do want to talk about as well as the scars on Cal Kestis' face. So we do know that we are going to get a novelization of what takes place between Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. I do believe that those scars and just his story on how he's got there, how he's become a Jedi Knight from a Jedi Padawan, is going to be told within that story. I know a lot of individuals don't like the fact that Star Wars does have a cross medium where they can pick up one story one medium and go to the next. I do know that that does irritate people slightly just because a lot of individuals do not have the time to go ahead and read books, read comics, watch games, watch TV shows. So it does get kind of frustrating sometimes when you're unable to actually keep up with the medium. But there are quick YouTube videos out there, that you can go over and kind of pick up and see what would happen, like short cliff notes, essentially. But I do suspect that the scars, the reason how he got them, will be told within that book coming out here early next year. So that's my main theories regarding Jedi Survivor and who that individual in the tank is, a little bit of what the combat's going to look like, and just, being on the lookout for that book that does tie in everything together. Well, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Jedi and Sith Talk.